lines, the lines.
Hello and welcome to the Bonnecue on a Wednesday afternoon as the girls varsity hockey team takes on Frederick Gunn in the annual Ed Allen Cup game. I'm Charlie Kay, joined by JD Whiting. JD, what do you have for today's game?
A couple things to note. Starting goaltenders are Morgan Ainley and Emma Eschweiler. Millbrook is on a 3-game win streak. They're 3-0-0, while Frederick Gunn is on a 2-game tie streak, tying both their games to Taft and NYA. Millbrook's got a high-powered offense. They're +5 in goal differential. They've scored 3 goals every game, and there's a lot of excitement coming both from their forwards and their defensemen offensively. Another thing to note, Gunnery holding 2 well-fought ties against 2 high-level programs. So it's going to be a very intense game. And as Charlie noted, it is the Ed Allen Cup, so this game's been happening for a few years now, annually, against these 2 teams. So it is a big game, kind of a rivalry, and this game is more than just a game tonight.
Gunnery looking to get that puck deep. They'll send it all the way down, and that will be icing right away.
Yeah, not much has gone on, but expected to be a fast-paced, just quick moving game of hockey. These are two really good teams that have a lot to offer, and it's going to make for an exciting game.
Now we're digging in on the draw here against Danny Look. Millbrook looking with a little bit of a different lineup than we've seen before, changing up the lines. They're going Danny Look, Piper Smith, and Lila Panatuli. Different look than we've seen before as Millbrook gets possession. And a good dump in there by Gunnery to send Millbrook back into their defensive zone. Jayla Stever to play it. Danny Luck with it now, looking up the wall for Panatuli, but that puck is intercepted nicely. Callie Leary will backtrack and try and get a breakout going, but she's ripped off the puck. Shot coming in front. Good save by Morgan Ainley. Good keep in at the line for Gunnery, keeping on the attack here. Keeping Millbrook down, hand in their zone. Not able to get it out yet. Centering pass coming down below the circles, rotating back up top. Up to the point now, shot coming through traffic. Good save by Morgan Ainley off the pads. Deflection down, and Daniel will dump it the length of the ice for icing.
Yeah, so something to add, those new line combinations. Millbrook has 6, 7, 8 forwards that they can play anywhere in their lineup, which really makes for a lot of opportunity in the line combinations and in the depth chart. And it can really punish the second, third line of some other schools just because of their unbelievable depth.
Abby Brown is out of the lineup for Millbrook today. You will not see her due to injury, I believe. So Millbrook limited a little bit as Callie Leary will lug it up. Lila Panatuli through center ice, not able to get around the defenseman. And they'll have to backtrack as she loses a stick and rushes off to the bench. Gunnery coming in now into the offensive zone. Play broken up there by Jill Smith. Jayla Stever up the wall for Sophie Schwartz on to Jill Smith. Smith through central ice and into the offensive zone, still carrying, looking for a sharp angle shot that was blocked. Lily Ainley working down in the corner now. She'll poke it on along, and Shea Jazeel will pinch in from the blue line to try and play that puck. Schwartz with it now. Poked up to the top. Downs firing a shot that goes wide. And Gunnery looking for the breakout as they poke it down to neutral ice. All 200 feet for another icing.
Yeah, that's been the longest bit of offensive zone pressure we've seen from either team right now. As noted, it will be a fast-paced game. There's not going to be much time to really set up, and it's really going to come down to neutral zone play and being able to do well on these rushes and try and get some movement going in the offensive zone for both teams.
Danny Look on the draw for Millbrook, wins another one. Back to Shea Jazeel at the blue line. Passing lane closed off, she'll move it along the wall. Murph pinching in, takes a shot low and hard off the pad. JC Downs chipping from the top of the circle. She scored! Millbrook 1, Frederick Gunn 0.
JC Downs with a great shot, picked her corner, took the one-timer, and that's her first goal as a Millbrook Mustang. She's a freshman, new to the lineup, new to the school this year. Wonderful play. She really deserved that one. She's played really well these last few games. Just a great goal. She really deserves that, and good for her to get her first goal of her Millbrook career.
JC Downs, the niece of Headmaster John Downs, a product of Millbrook hockey. So keeping the trend going, keep it in the family. And good start by Millbrook. So 13:58 left to play in this first period. Millbrook will take the 1-0 lead here as we come back to center ice for another draw. Danny Luck loses that draw. Good job of the dot by May, and we're off again. Murph taking a shot that goes off the crossbar. She ripped it off from the Gunnery defense. Frederick Gunn defense. But here comes Frederick Gunn back the other way. Danny Luck doing a good job back checking. Try and keep it away from May, and it comes all the way back to Ainley, who will cover for a stop. Draw will come out to the left of Morgan Ainley in the defensive zone. Natalie May taking the face-off draw against Jill Smith here. Jill Smith getting the better of her at the dot. As Shirley Newman will move it on around, trying to find her defensive partner, Emily Morin, who pokes it off the wall for Panachuli. Puck gets tied up in front of the Millbrook bench along the glass. And backtracking is Morin now. From the safety of her own, behind her own net. Pass cut there. But the puck trickles out to central ice, causing the Frederick Gunn defense to backtrack and try and start over the rush again. Puck is dumped deep. Forwards changing on the Frederick Gunn side of the world. Panachuli with it now. Panachuli with her line, Smith and Smith. Panachuli in cleanly. Piper Smith backing up, finding Jill Smith out in front. But a good defensive play there. Broke that play up by Cunningham. Jill Smith moving to the point. Newman taking a shot. That shot is blocked there. Frederick Gunn back the other way. Gunn looking to start a breakout forward. Looking for it. Millbrook playing the defensive back check here. Straight to the front of the cage, and Morgan Ainley will cover for a stop. So a good individual effort by Schifano for Gunn. Not able to get anything going.
Good play, able to get through a few Millbrook defensive players. Got a shot off. Wasn't a great shot, but it was a good bid for Frederick Gunn. Try and get some of that offense going, try and build some of that momentum.
Shot taken from the point that sails wide, sticked away by Ainley. Schwartz on it now. Schwartz looking for Danny Luck. Danny Luck will chip it on around and get that puck deep. Danny Luck working in there along the wall. Lily Ainley in there to help. Danny Luck working with Ainley. That puck is stripped away by Schifano. Excuse me, not Schifano. Puck move forward now. Frederick Gunn through central ice. Chipping down. Here comes Frederick Gunn on the attack. Sharp angle shot. Glove down, no problem for Morgan Ainley. Man, she's just so calm, cool, and collected in the net.
Yeah, she's really calm. She makes everything look easy. Millbrook's got to watch out for the Frederick Gunn speed coming up into their offensive zone. They got beaten a few times on the break-in by Frederick Gunn. So
Merrill moving point to point now. I'm sorry to cut you off. And chipped on deep. Downs backtracking to try and play that off the wall. Jill Smith in there. Jill Smith and JC Downs, the two lone freshmen on this team, as that puck sails wide of the net. And Lucy Stinius, the third freshman on this team. Merrill working along the wall for Frederick Gunn. Stripped away by Kaylee Murphy. Kaylee Murphy dumping down, trying to find her line mate, Maddie Morris. Maddie Morris working in tandem with Kaylee Murphy to keep the offensive attack going. But they're beaten out of the puck, and that is chipped down for Gunnery the length of the ice, and it will be icing.
Big opportunity for Millbrook. Frederick Gunn girls are stuck on the ice, can't change on that icing. And it allows Millbrook to put 5 players of their choosing on the ice. They've got the goal scorer in JC Downs. They've got a goal scorer from last game and Shay JC on defense, and then they've got some of their highest producing offensive players as forwards.
Downs not able to keep in on the blue line, so she'll have to turn around and dump that one deep again. Still able to hem Frederick Gunn into the zone, not allow them to change. Panachuli with the high forecheck looking to do the same. Kept in on the line by Jazeel. Frederick Gunn still trying to find their way out of the offensive zone. Chipped forward by Merrill. Downs at the point, throwing a shot, tip blocked by Panachuli. Danny Luck pinching down from beside the goal line, trying to put Piper Smith in front. She'll swoop behind the back of the net, looking in front. Jazeel coming down from the blue line, but the shot goes wide as it was deflected. 11 minutes left to play in this first period. 1-0 Millbrook. JC Downs on it, moving it D to D for Jazeel. Jazeel looking up ice now, hits the feet of Piper Smith. But here comes developing 2-on-1 the other way. Frederick Gunn has a chance. Oh, they hit the post far side and ring it in off the iron, make it 1 apiece.
That was a tough break from Millbrook. Pass did not connect in the neutral zone, and then they went for a change. Frederick Gunn had all the time and space that they wanted.
Schifano.
Yeah, Schifano. Her name's been heard a few times earlier this game. She's going to be a problem for that Millbrook defense. I mean, it also hit all 3 of the bars. It hit far post, crossbar, near post, and then went in. So, wonderful shot. Not much more than Ainley could do there.
Emily Morin with it, up the wall through central ice, trying to do something a little bit individualistic. Frederick Gunn trying to get back into the offensive zone, starting there with their attack. Millbrook backjacking, Jill Smith sticking for it up the wall. Smith now continuing to play hard defense along the wall. Pass coming to the front, blocked up by Schwartz, doing a good job there. And Newman will come away with it. Newman gets out of the zone, but she's pinched off along the wall. And it's dumped deep by Frederick Gunn once again. Flynn in there to apply some extra pressure from Frederick Gunn. Schwartz up there for Millbrook, trying to get the offensive zone. Danieluk will poke it in, but right to the Frederick Gunn defense, and they'll start a breakout straight back the other way through neutral ice. Leary backtracking up the wall for Murphy. Murphy with it now, looking cross ice, finds Morris. Morris into the zone cleanly, chipping a shot towards the net. No problem there, as it's gloved down by Eschweiler. So 9:37 left to play in the first period. The draw will stay in the offensive zone for Millbrook here as they look to add to that previous lead they had. Frederick Gunn looking to exit the zone, but that is stopped by Stever momentarily, but here they come on a 2-on-1. Frederick Gunn with a good opportunity here, and a decent cutback by Murphy. Still get the shot off late, but Morgan Ainley made a good pad save there, directing the rebound straight to the corner. Murphy with it now. Pressured along the wall. She gets past that. 2 guys on her now. Danny looking there to work for Millbrook as she hustles off the ice. Morris with it now. Just past the blue line. She'll rim it around the boards. As Millbrook gets those fresh legs on, Jill Smith into the corner. Frederick Gunn adamant to get back the other way. Here we go. Schifano, the goal scorer for Frederick Gunn today, steaming into the offensive zone, held to the outside. Will end up low ball beyond the goal line. Stettinius trying to play it. Shot coming in that was blocked down by the Frederick Gunn forward. Schifano, and here comes Smith the other way, trying to beat out the defenseman. Not able to quite get there. Merrill beating her back. But pretty good forecheck. Stettinius in there as well. Smith working down low. Merrill, Frederick Gunn's defenseman, trying to move it out. Shea Jazeel takes a tumble in central ice. JC Downs will have to backtrack here, play one-on-one. Shot coming, eaten up by Morgan Ainley.
That was a close one. Good hustle to get back by JC Downs, but Shea Jazeel losing her footing in the neutral zone gave an opportunity for Frederick Gunn to break the lead, but good back check by JC Downs, a good save by Morgan Ainley, keeps Millbrook in it.
So Gunnery will get a chance here in the offensive zone to try and make something happen. Now we're on the draw, not able to win it. Millbrook will come away with that puck. Morin with it, pinched out along the wall. Puck taken away, but she gets some help from her teammate Natalia Danieluk. Emily Morin and Natalia Danieluk, good chemistry on the ice, good friends off the ice. Lily Ainley is there to help, trying to get a breakout going. Lily Ainley, the sister of goaltender Morgan Ainley. Schwartz with it along the wall. Then he comes back to the point. Morin will fire a shot that goes through some traffic, makes it to the net, but a good pad save by Eschweiler. Millbrook still in the attack here. Schwartz down low. She's pinched out. Gets some help from Lily Ainley, who's taken down, stood up along the wall. And not able to hold the line is Morin, so Millbrook will retreat. Schwartz with it through central ice. Hooked up there. Penalty coming here against Frederick Gunn. Millbrook will go 6-on-5 momentarily, but that is touched up and whistle blown. Millbrook off to the power play. What do you want to see from them?
I want to see good movement. In the past, the games that we've watched, Millbrook does well on the power play when they're moving the puck and moving bodies, making sure making sure that the opposition isn't just sitting still and knows where they are when they move around, move the puck. Then the penalty kill gets kind of on their heels. They get kind of scrambled, and that leads to good opportunities. So just moving the puck and getting pucks to the net.
So it's a full O. We'll sit minute 30 for Frederick Gunn here. 7:20 left in the period. Millbrook gains that offensive zone pressure they want to establish immediately. Mooring up at the point, chipping wide for Daniluk. Daniluk pinching down, looking cross ice for Jazeel. She'll have to shoot one low and hard. Murphy in front looking for a tip job, but that goes wide. Murphy now below the goal line, trying to find a passing lane. She'll up for the top of the blue line. Morin with it, shooting through traffic, and a good pad save by Eschweiler as she picked it up through at least 4 or 5 guys out in front. Morin doing a good job backtracking there, but Frederick Gunn on a little bit of the attack here. 2-on-0 almost, but the shot goes wide, and they'll keep Millbrook in their own zone temporarily. 48 seconds left on the penalty here. It's a full low. Millbrook will switch up the power play units, going to the second unit now. Morin skating all the way down low to the corner board. Puck picked up there by the Frederick Gunn defense. Joe Smith doing a good job cutting that off there, trying to pick it back up as they scrum for it along the wall. Maddie Morrison there to help. Murphy comes away with it. Murphy looking for an option. Continues to hold it. Nice hands play there. Murphy pinching down high slot, looking Stever, far side, who comes in. She tries to go upstairs, but that goes rimming around. Panachuli with it, stepping in and firing one. Good pad save there from Eschweiler. Just 8 seconds left in the penalty here. 5:58 left in the period. 1-1 is the score. Murphy with it, top of the circle. We go back to 5-on-5 hockey. Murphy opting to shoot. That one goes low and just wide. Second follow-up chance from Stever, hit the side of the cage. And here comes Frederick Gunn back the other way. Frederick Gunn lugging through neutral ice. Good stand-up play there by Panachuli to get that attack off.
Not a bad power play from Millbrook. They did get opportunities. They were moving the puck.
Good save there by Morgan Hanley.
They were doing what we were looking for. Didn't quite get it. So a good showing by Emma Eschweiler. So tough break, but penalty kill is usually the one to come out on top. So.
Daniluk winning another one at the draw. She's been fantastic all season with the face-offs. Lily Ainley looking up the wall, trying to play it. Stopped up there by Hopping. Hopping will keep Millbrook down below their own zone. Downs with it. Downs moving it forward for Sophie Schwartz, but that was blocked up by Frederick Gunn. Frederick Gunn still able to hem the puck in. Keep it in below the blue line. Downs backtracking with the puck now. And she'll rim it around the back behind Morgan Ainley. Lily Ainley with it now. Up for Daniluk. Daniluk 2-on-3 with Sophie Schwartz. Chipping down low, going off for a change. Just under 5 minutes left to play here in the first period. Murphy in there with Schwartz battling below the line. Trying to free that puck up. It comes loose now. Frederick Gunn with the breakout attempt that's snuffed out. And Downs chips it back forward. Gets tied up at the linesman's feet here. Murphy in the zone onside as she tumbles to her feet. Got a stick in between her arm and her chest. Murphy coming away with it now. Going 1-on-2. She almost goes down to 1 knee. Looking centering pass for Morris. That one didn't happen though. 4:11 left. Smith tying man up along the wall. Puck still loose down there as it bounces around. Frederick Gunn not able to exit the zone yet. As they finally poke it past the blue line. Murphy with it once again. She's got Leary with her. Tries to get a shot away, but that was blocked by the defenseman Merrill. And puck comes off the glass out to center ice. And Seaver will backtrack. Seaver winding and waving backwards, looking for a pass up ice. Finds Murphy for Daniluk. Daniluk in onside. Kept to the outside there. She'll skate around in a circle. Panachuli with it in the high slot, rips a shot off. I don't know if that was blocked or saved. She takes a stick up high. Seems to be okay though. 3:15 left to play in the first period. 1-1. Frederick Gunn looking to get out of the zone. 2-on-1 developing here. Schifano with it. Got to the outside really well by Seaver. Great defensive play and a good back check by Leary will keep them from a good scoring opportunity.
Another good back check by Millbrook. We've seen it a few times today. But they really do hustle to get back and make sure Morgan Ainley isn't left out to dry.
Warren pitching up now. Wheeling into the offensive zone all by herself. Takes a shot. That one flies over the bar. Smith in there to try and play it for Millbrook. Piper Smith, the other Smith on this team. Out in front, Jill Smith, follow-up chance. Keep poking at it, still loose. And it finds the back of the net. I think it was Piper Smith or Panachuli, I'm not sure. But it's 2-1 Millbrook.
I mean, yeah. As Charlie K and I like to say, bucket lunch.
Yeah.
Puck just a scramble sitting out there. And everyone's just kind of whacking at it. Piper Smith got the best of the puck, put it past Eschweiler, and breaks the tie and gives Millbrook the lead for her first of the season.
And Coach Dave Whiting, one of his favorite goals on the ice as well as ours. He loves that. Just get the puck to the front of the net. You never know what's going to happen. One of my favorite sayings in hockey I've ever heard is that bucket lunch. Danny look into the offensive zone. Trying to get a centering pass, but that was blocked. Frederick Gunn coming back the other way. JC Downs not able to cut the pass off cleanly. So Frederick Gunn will drive deep. Junkin along the wall. Junkin leaving there to start the cycle play. Danny Look tying up along the wall. Comes away with the puck. Throws it up. Schwartz with it now. Schwartz finding Ainley. Ainley through center ice. 1-on-1. Ainley coming into the zone. Tries to make a nice move inside-outside, but a good stick play there. Will break that up and send Millbrook cracking. Just under 2 minutes left to play in the first period. A recent tally from Piper Smith gives Millbrook the 2-1 advantage here. Jill Smith with it now. Jill Smith leaves the dropper pass for Murphy. Murphy's tripped up, and Millbrook will head right back to the power play here with a chance to extend their lead late in the first.
Yeah, they're on the power play for almost the rest of the period unless they put one in, which hopefully they do. And the key this time is just going to try and get those deflections and some of those shots just kind of on net. There were a few deflections that deflected wide, and making sure that we can connect on those opportunities is going to be huge. And not giving Eschweiler an easy ride.
So, Tall Flynn will head to the box for a minute 30. It's got to be hard to play defense with a super long reach. Sometimes that stick gets out there, and you don't mean to play the trick, but it happens. Anyway, Millbrook on the power play now. Minute 33 left in the period. A minute 30 on the power play. Jazeel with it now. We'll chip it down low for Jill Smith. Jill Smith back up to Jazeel. Playing catch for Piper Smith, and now Morin. Just keeping it calm right now. Jazeel will take a shot looking far pad. It was momentarily covered by Eschweiler, but it comes free now. Murphy with it. Up the corner board for Jazeel. Jazeel now for Morin. Morin, Jazeel. Cross ice, cut pass there by Schifano, and Millbrook will have to reset their power play unit.
Good read by Schifano to not give Piper Smith that one-timer for a dangerous opportunity. And then good forecheck to keep Millbrook in their zone for a couple seconds and wind down the clock.
Murphy in on side, looking for Morin. Morin will take a shot from the high slot. That hits Smith on the way, looking for a deflection. Didn't go their way. 44 left on the clock, 40 on the penalty. As Millbrook stays on the offense here with their power play one. Piper Smith in down low now. Piper Smith played up along the wall here. Trying to get the puck up to Murphy. Squirts past her. And Morin will backtrack towards Millbrook M in center ice. Good fancy stick work by Murphy. He'll take it straight back into the offensive zone. Trying to go, get wide. Throws it back in on net. That was blocked down by... And Millbrook back on the offense now. Panachuli not able to keep it, and Schifano back the other way for Frederick Gunn. Schifano stood up in central ice by Murphy, and Murphy will chip it back forward. Schwartz with it now. Not a great change for Frederick Gunn. 2-on-2 as that's gloved down, and will take care of the period. 2-1 Millbrook after 17. We'll see you back here in about 12 minutes. What'd you like from that period?
I honestly liked the puck movement. I liked the ability of the Millbrook offense to kind of flow in the zone, make things happen. And then on the Gun side, they did a good job on the forecheck and getting some odd man rushes and kind of attacking Millbrook when they aren't expecting it.
So Millbrook 2, Frederick Gunn after 1 period of play. We'll be back in just a little while. Don't go anywhere for some second period action. All right, what's the prompt?
Okay, I'm going down.
Game.
Well, what time is it now?
Boys game starts at 4:45. We welcome you back in for second period action of the annual Ed Allen Cup game. Millbrook girls varsity hockey versus Frederick Gunn here.
It's up. It's up.
Millbrook took a first period lead 2-1. What did you like out of the Millbrook Mustangs that first period?
As I said at the end of the period, just their puck movement and their establishment of an offensive zone presence and I guess their use of their offensive power. And then from the gun side, I like, as I said earlier, the way they broke out of the zone and through the neutral zone to cause some trouble for the Millbrook defense and create a fair amount of odd man rushes and fast breaks.
Hannah truly tying the puck up along the wall for Millbrook. 4 people in there to scrum it out and poke for it. Puck finally comes free now. Morin with it, chipping for Piper Smith. Piper Smith, individual effort in the offensive zone. Gains the circle, shoots it, but it goes off the skate blade to the Frederick Gunn defense. And Frederick Gunn looking to come back straight the other way. Up the wing, here they come. And that is broken up in the neutral zone by teamwork of Millbrook forwards. Shea Jazeel stepping up to block that puck down and dump it into the offensive zone. Jazeel on the forecheck with Panachuli. Frederick Gunn back the other way, 2-on-1 developing. Jill Smith hurrying to get back, but a good step up by Stever will negate anything there. Frederick Gunn trying to chip it deep. Piper Smith stops that. Now Jill Smith with it, and play is whistled down for a hand pass.
Again, another beginning of the period, and it's very back and forth still. No team has has really had any great opportunity, and the puck's just kind of going back and forth between Gunn and Millbrook.
Schifano, the lone goal scorer for this Frederick Gunn team, will dig in on the draw here against Jill Smith. Jill Smith not able to win that one too cleanly, and it caroms to the wall. Frederick Gunn will take over. Schifano down below Morgan Ainley. Callie Leary in there. Jill Smith coming away with the puck now. Jill Smith battling to get the puck out of the zone. Stever in there to help her out. Puck's tied up in front of the Frederick Gunn bench. Callie Leary backtracking. Jill Smith up the wall for Kaylee Murphy. Caroms back to Jill Smith, up to Murphy, tape to tape now. Getting into the offensive zone, offside. And the draw will come just outside the Frederick Gunn blue line. So Millbrook dominated the faceoff dot 68% in that first period. How important is that going forward?
I mean, it's important because just because of the fact that it gives you possession off those stop
Shot
plays.
right there. Good save.
Off those stop plays a lot more. So that's important, but also I don't think dominating the faceoff dot is necessarily always a sign of dominating the game.
JC Downs beat out on the icing. Good hustle there as Frederick Gunn will set up in the offensive zone. Junkin from her feet. Got 3 Millbrook players on her. Puck trickles to the top of the blue line, and it's almost forced out by Schwartz, but Junkin able to keep it in, firing a shot, glove down by Morgan Ainley. 14:42 left to play in the second period, 2-1, Millbrook.
Goal scored by Downs and Piper Smith for Millbrook, and Schifano for Frederick Gunn.
Flynn in on take the draw against Jill Smith. Jill Smith winning that draw. Newman up the ice for Piper Smith. Smith working in conjunction with Newman to try and get this puck off the wall and clear. But Flynn will come away with it. Flynn battling, try and get that one low below the goal line that was cut off by Morin. Her pass up forward was cut off. Now Newman behind the net. Flynn coming away with it for Frederick Gunn. Flynn opting for the rim around play. And Morin will reset it from the corner. pushing it up the wall, but that's sent straight back in from the point. Newman in there, working with Jill Smith. Jill Smith for Morin now. Morin back off the wall. Smith poking it up. Panachuli trying to get that puck out of the zone. Beats out Flynn, and it will. Piper Smith trying to win a foot race, not able to do it. Flynn will send it all the way back cross corner into Millbrook's zone. 13:48 left to play in the second period, as that is dumped 200 feet of the ice, but no icing there as it was tipped. Flynn with it for Frederick Gunn through central ice. She's ripped off and pickpocketed by Kaylee Murphy. Kaylee Murphy with some good stick work through neutral ice to get into the offensive zone. Cut pass there will send Frederick Gunn straight back the other way. Morin working to find Murphy up the wing. Not able to create a clean tape-to-tape pass. Morris will rip that off into the offensive zone. Throws that puck just wide of the net, as Millbrook will change up the defenseman.
Good bid by Maddie Morris, shooting across the goalie as she's coming across the net. Good play, beat the goalie, just unfortunately couldn't get it on net.
Stepping up there was Merrill, and dumped in all the way around the board. Danny Luck in there, gets tied up along the wall. Puck comes free. Leary with it now, up the wall. Morris just too far for her, as it will go all the way down, and icing is called. So the draw will come out in the defensive zone for Millbrook. Frederick Gunn will roll back up to their top line here. Danny Luck in on take the face-off against Shafano. Danny Luck wins that one. Callie Leary will backhand it on around, just too far for Stever. Frederick Gunn will take over possession as Flynn is taken away by Callie Leary, and Leary taken out of play by Flynn as she pinched her off on the boards. Puck tied up once again, frozen in at some feet there. Leary battling for it for Millbrook. Got some help from Danny Luck. Puck comes free now. Morris will just lay it back there for Stever. Stever trying to make a nice move and play it up the wall. Not able to do it, so she'll have to try and go the other way. Stever. Flynn with it now for Frederick Gunn in below the goal line. Looking for a centering pass for Shafano. High slot. A little bit of a meatball taken and covered by Ainley.
That was some good offensive zone pressure from Frederick Gunn. Not allowing Millbrook to get any time to make any breakout kind of play. Not quite the shot coaches would have liked to see from that crucial scoring area, but they did get something on net. They did create something and tired out that Millbrook defense.
Shot taken from the point. That one goes wide of Ainley. Jazeel in there to chip it up, and it gets out of the blue line. Play is whistled down for a hand pass. 11:44 left in the second period. Score remains 2-1. As the draw will come into the offensive zone for Millbrook.
Another hand pass.
Smith wins the draw there. Schwartz with it, moving it to Downs, just too far for her stick blade. She'll backtrack and dump it forward again, but Frederick Gunn charging forward, starting with Nauer, getting it deep. Smith with it, just too far for Ainley, and sent right back in by Frederick Gunn. Junkin in there, bothering Jazeel. Junkin working there, trying to get that puck free. Ainley coming away with it, tape for Smith, and Smith gets by. Smith into the offensive zone, she's got Schwartz with her. Shot taken, that was blocked. Puck just tied up in front of the penalty box here, right in front of us, right in front of you. And taken deep as Millbrook will hustle off for a change. Frederick Gunn resetting now with Gagnon. Gagnon up the wing. Just too far for Junkin. And Jazeel will hustle back for no icing as they both go into the boards awkwardly. Panachuli's pass Making it to her stick now as she's bothered by Flynn, trying to go inside, outside, ends up on the outside. Piper Smith with it now below the goal line. Piper Smith not able to make anything happen. Panachuli coming away with it, tried to find the wrap attempt. Newman, shot taken from the top of the blue line. It's blocked away, and here comes Gunnery straight back the other way. Ref's got his arm up for icing. Morin will play before it gets to the goal line. Thrown around. Smith on the other side of the world, able to pick that up. Panachuli dogged there, and Flynn will backtrack for Frederick Gunn. Inside, outside, puck comes to Ainley. That's deflected to the corner. 7 down, 10 up, left on the clock in this period. Morin chipping forward now, and that will run the length of the ice for icing.
I know, a lot of back and forth. Millbrook, if Millbrook want to keep this lead, they got to establish that offensive zone presence again, get that puck moving, make things happen. They've had a few opportunities, but no long-term offensive time like they did last period.
Yeah, it seems like that momentum swung back into the Frederick Gunn favor. Well, it doesn't show on the scoreboard yet. Millbrook got a tight knot here. Shot coming from the point that was blocked. Pinching down, another shot taken. That was deflected in front and went just over the bar of Ainley. Panachuli not able to clear it out. She does get it out on the second attempt, though. Frederick Gunn looking for another attack. 3-on-2 developing. Shot taken from the high slot. That going goes over the glove and the crossbar of the net. As the puck's now tied up in the 200th foot of the ice. Piper Smith coming away from it. Merrill playing D-to-D now. Frederick Gunn looking for an option up ice. They'll find it into the zone onside. Third man, high man coming, glove down, and play stopped. So you talk about offensive zone depth coming in 3-on-2. Really good example of it right there.
Yeah, Gunnery also got a lot of speed throughout their lineup, and that's been crucial in them getting these odd man rushes and getting these opportunities, taking advantage of Millbrook's neutral zone turnovers.
Stever with it, playing along the wall. Leary there, not able to clear the puck out. Puck's still loose. Shot from the point low. That's blocked by many a stick out in front in the high slot. Then puck is dumped all the way down. Jill Smith will hustle down there, get to the puck first, throwing a shot on. And Eschweiler made a save as the Frederick Gunn defenseman went plowing into the net. Still down, shaken up. Seems to be okay. She went in there hard, shoulder first onto the post.
Yeah, we've had a couple big collisions this period, but she looks to be all right. That's good. And another good show of Jill Smith's speed. Would have beaten out that icing, got the puck on net. Really just a fast, strong skater.
Aaron Duffy seems no worse for wear, so that's a good thing. We'll start play over again, and a deflection goes just off the post. A little bit of a broken play in front. Flynn with it now for Frederick Gunn, dug there by Murphy. Puck does exit the zone, causing Stever and Leary to backtrack. Murphy with it now, fancy footwork out in central ice. Taken over by Frederick Gunn. Jill Smith on the back check, able to get a stick in there and loosen up the puck. Murphy with it now. Murphy looking forward from Morris. Morris has it now. Maddie Morris into the zone, but she's ripped off by her opposing number 7 on the Gunnery side of things. Schifano working on that top line with Flynn. They're offside right now. They'll have to clear the line if they want to enter the zone cleanly. Playing forward now. Dumped in cleanly. Sending Gilles back to collect the puck. Murphy with it, looking sauce forward, but Junkin beat her there. Junkin will tip that one off, no icing.
Overall, a much slower period from both the Millbrook and Gunn side of things. Neither team has really come out with the fire they had last period, and it's made for a slow offensive second period.
It seems a little lethargic out there. Giselle able to keep the blue line here, chipping down just too far for the stick of Daniluk. Gunnery's defense will decide to rim that one around. Junkin with it now in front of the Millbrook defense. She's able to clear it out of the zone. Schwartz will move it forward. Giselle and Schwartz playing a little bit of the opposite positions at the moment. Smith in there. And whistled down as the net comes off its moorings. A little bit of a scramble on the Millbrook bench as they tried to execute the change.
Yeah, they've had a few issues on the change tonight. As we know, all 5 of them changed on the goal from Shafano. So that's really going to be something that the coaches want to clear up during this next intermission, or even right now, because if they don't pull it together, there are going to be more issues to come.
Downs with an unassuming shot that makes it to the pad of Eschweiler as Jaziel goes headfirst into the board. Seems okay. She pops right back up. Downs not able to play that cleanly. Panachuli will give her some self-help as she backtracks. Panachuli sidestepping there. Not able to get around Flynn cleanly. She'll play it forward. That will come straight to the stick. And now forward for Flynn. Flynn coming one-on-one. Nice footwork in the high slot. Played there. Shot coming backhand. Ainley with a good save there. 6.5 left to play in the second period. Score remains the same at 2-1. No tallies this period. Merrill backtracking. Merrill, one of the star defensemen on this Frederick Gunn team. She'll move it forward up there. Frederick Gunn looking to get back on the offensive side of the world. Merrill stepping up to play that one from the red line. It caroms in, and Newman will send it back. Gunnery will reset here. Shot almost taken from the high slot point area, but that was blocked up by a few sticks and skates. Cross corner now, Newman up the wall. Puck comes flying up into view and then disappears once again. Natalia at her feet. Piper Smith giving her some help. Will clear it down. Not far enough for icing. Newman with it now. Newman looking up ice for Morris. Morris along the wall, plays a little tip play, trying to find a man, not able to do it. Stepping up on a really good play was Emily Morin. Emily Morin on the attack, 3-on-2 developing, shot taking, glove down. No problem for Eschweiler.
First shot we've seen on goal in a while. Just kind of shows the back and forth of this period. I mean, yeah, nothing's really happened. Neither team really seems like they want to be in the offensive zone, want to be creating opportunities. Which, honestly, for Millbrook is kind of a good thing, because if Frederick Gunn's not doing anything to score, Millbrook's going to maintain this lead.
Callie Leary with a good hustle to get all the way back 196 feet. We're 4 feet short of the NHL regulation in the Bonnecue.
Really?
Just over 5 minutes left to play in the second frame. Natalie May will come in to take the face-off against Jill Smith. Draw out to the right of Eschweiler. Shot taken from Stever, glove down, we'll do it all over again. So May and Smith will face off once again. This time May will get the better of Smith. Thrown off the wall here and looking up forward. Good breakout there for Frederick Gunn as they get in the offensive zone. Jill Smith with a good back check. Block up that play. Ainley has it, and that's all she wrote as whistle is blown.
Good back check by Jill Smith. I feel like I say that every time she's on the ice. But she get back, really turn a lethal opportunity into something that wasn't much to worry about.
Yeah, we watch her in practice all the time, and she's just so fast. Jaziel up, trying to go up off the glass. Shafano able to stop it though. Shafano, Flynn in front, good defensive work on a teamwork effort by Millbrook. Not able to be kept in. Lily Ainley gets the poke out to neutral ice. Resetting is Frederick Gunn. Danny Luck blocking that one up. Downs with it now. Downs goes D to D. Jaziel up forward for Ainley. Ainley looking for Schwartz. That play was blocked up in center ice. And here comes Frederick Gunn back the other way. Frederick Gunn taking a shot. That was gloved away by Morgan Ainley and covered for a stop. So this Wimler, Flynn, Shafano line has been really strong for Frederick Gunn.
Yeah, they've created their best opportunities. As we know, Shafano had the goal in the first period for Frederick Gunn, but they've really been seeming they really seem to work together really well, and they've connected a lot of passes and created a lot of opportunities that have caused some problems for the Millbrook defense.
Puck caroms off the wall out into central ice. Stepping up is Merrill. Merrill completing a pass to Nauer. Finding Junkin on the wing. Junkin steaming in, but that play was broken up by Joe Smith. Panicciulli on the go-ahead, looking for a breakaway. Good hustle back by Sellinger. Oh, and a good pad save by Eschweiler will rob out Panicciulli of another one for her on the season. Panicciulli not able to maintain control. Frederick Gunn coming back the other way. Good cut pass from Danny Luck. Whistled offside. Clear now. Smith in the offensive zone. Puck goes off her skate blade. Sends Frederick Gunn back the other way. Stepping up is Newman and Morin working together well so far tonight. 3.5 left in the second period of action. Clean breakout. Murphy on for Danny Luck. Danny Luck with a little bit of pressure on her. Playing the 2-on-1 situation with Frederick Gunn, and now they're in the offensive zone. 3-on-1 developing. Backdoor, and they score. Make it 2 apiece. Cruoso for Frederick Gunn.
I mean, once again, it came off another neutral zone turnover. Frederick Gunn's first goal came off a neutral zone turnover. The second one comes off a neutral zone turnover with a 3-on-1. Not much more than Ainley could do about that. She's left out to dry. But a good play to get Frederick Gunn back in this game and make the score even again.
So it's 2 apiece with 3 left to play in the second period. May with it now. Shot blocked there. Morris looking for Murphy up ice. Murph whistled down offside. Personnel changes on both sides will occur. And the face-off will be just outside the Frederick Gunn blue line. Top line out there for Frederick Gunn. Schifano in on the draw. Matching up against the Jill Smith, Sophie Schwartz, Lily Ainley line for Millbrook. Shot taken from the point by Leary. That one sails wide. More of a dump attempt there. Up the wall now. Schwartz in there to keep that one below the dots. Continued pressure applied by Millbrook. Frederick Gunn able to exit the zone, but only to the red line before it's dumped back in. Lily Ainley with it now. She's got Sophie Schwartz 2-on-1, looking far pad, covered up, puck still loose. Oh, and it caroms off the post, no goal. Frederick Gunn looking to come back fast the other way. Millbrook's got to be careful here, getting back. Callie Leary's able to get it back, fumbles the puck a little bit, able to get it to wide area where it's less dangerous. Stever in there to help her out. Schwartz with it. Schwartz up the wall, banking off for Ainley. Ainley cleaned out in front. Puck coming back on the Frederick Gunn defense as they break out forward. Clean pass to Flynn. Flynn inside, outside on Leary. Not able to do the same against Jazeel. Just under 2 minutes left to play. Score 2-2 in the second period. Jazeel trying to hack at it up the wall. Puck loose now. Frederick Gunn still in the offensive attack. Wraparound attempt. Ainley was there all day and will cover up.
A close bid for Millbrook on the other end of the ice last shift. I mean, that was close. The whole room was shocked that didn't go in. But just more good play by the Frederick Gunn defense. Millbrook's really got to light a fire under them. Bring some energy to the last couple minutes of the period.
Frederick Gunn with some offensive zone pressure here as a shot attempt was broken up by Jazeel. Maddie Morris working 2-on-2 with Murphy. Good back check from Junkin to make it 2-on-3 for Frederick Gunn. Shot taken. Downs pinching down to get that puck down to Danny Luck. Played from her feet there, looking up ice. Junkin not able to handle it. Murphy sticking that one down, fell to her feet. She didn't see where it went. Murphy in there. She's got Smith with her. Murphy will take a shot. Rebound there by Smith, and finally covered up on this third attempt by Eschweiler.
Good stuff by Millbrook to get some shots with rebounds. As we know, actually both goals came from a rebound. One popped out a little farther to JC Downs. The other was right on the crease for Piper Smith. But Millbrook, if they can just get these rebounds, cause some havoc in front of the net, they're going to start to get some more of those quality offensive bids.
So in the last minute of play, Millbrook's going to run their top two defensemen in Jaziel and Morin, trying to get one here right before the period. May with some nice work in there, able to clear the puck out. Frederick Gunn on the attack, 3-on-2 developing. Pass moved towards the center, but that was broken up as Smith takes a tumble to the ice. Puck still underneath her, playing down from one knee now. Shot taken, patted off the side of Morgan Ainley. That one was going wide anyway. 36 seconds left in the period. Frederick Gunn with some late offensive push here. Morin now has it. She's got Murphy and Morris with her. 2-on-1 broken, just too far for the stick of Murphy. Murphy will reset. Murphy's got it. Up to the top, play the cycle game. Jaziel pinching down now into the circle. Shot taken. Follow up, they score! Emily Morin backdoor, 3-2 Millbrook.
That was a wonderful play. We've talked about the offensive defenseman and how Millbrook's defense really step on the play and make things happen. This is the fourth goal from a Millbrook defenseman in the last 3 days of Emily Morin, coming from a shot from Shea Seal. As I mentioned, off a rebound, havoc in front of the goalie, and boom, easy layup for Emily Morin. Gives Millbrook the lead with 14.1 seconds left in the period.
Schifano in to take the draw against Danny Luck. Danny Luck tied up there by Schifano. Schwartz will help her out, though, and take the puck away. She was ripped off by Schifano, and here comes Flynn right back the other way. Flynn's got a really long reach. She was taken down. No penalty call here as Morin will freeze it up against the wall. She's bumped along, and that will take care of 2 periods of play. 3-2 Millbrook as they get that late goal, sending us to intermission. And we'll be back with you in a little while after JD gives me his positives and negatives.
Positives and negatives. Positives was Millbrook ended the period on a good note. Negative was they played, periods are 17,
yeah.
Right? Okay, so they played 15 minutes of low-energy hockey. Positive for Gunnery, they got another goal, kept battling, created some more offensive rushes. Negative, honestly, I'm not sure. I thought it was a pretty good period by them. It also probably is the low-energy aspect. It was low energy for the first 10, 12 minutes of the period.
We will be back with you in just about 15. Don't go anywhere for some third period action. Emily and JD back with you for some third and final period of action in the annual Ed Allen Cup game between girls varsity hockey and Frederick Gunn. JD, what do you have for the third period?
Millbrook's got to step their game up. That last period, talking to coaches, talking to parents, talking to fans, just wasn't it. There was a lack of energy, lack of drive, and just lack of good hockey. So they're going to have to step that up. And then Frederick Gunn, they're going to have to keep attacking Millbrook's weak points. That neutral zone play, get those turnovers, as that's how they've scored both their goals. So yeah, Frederick Gunn's got to keep up what they're doing, and Millbrook's got to change what they're doing.
So 3-2 after 2, 17 minutes. A lot can happen in 17 minutes. Should be some pretty good hockey. We saw some high-energy, fast hockey in the first period. We saw some low-energy hockey from both teams in the second. I'm thinking both teams are going to bring the energy here in the third.
Yeah, I have a feeling Frederick Gunn wants to get their first win of the year. As we noted at the beginning of the game, they are 0-2. They've only had 2 ties. And Millbrook wants to keep up this win streak. They've got 3 wins in a row to start their season, which is a fantastic start. Wins against some good teams. And to get a 4th would be huge, especially as you move on into the season.
So Millbrook with immediate pressure here. Jill Smith firing a shot from the far corner that goes wide. Morin able to keep that one in. Sauce it low. Smith looking for a follow-up attempt. That was blocked there. May playing it up the wall. Millbrook able to hem Gunnery into the zone for now. Backtracking, turning, looking up ice. Morin able to hem in, keep blue line strong. Backtracking now. Frederick Gunn defense moving D to D. Up the wall is Kuzo, but that's ripped off by Jill Smith and played back for Emily Morin. Patty Morris with it now, onside into the offensive zone, curling up, holding up. Good glove save by and a follow-up chance and another good pad save. Jazeel will take a shot that was blocked in front in the high slot area, thrown towards the front, nobody home for Millbrook, and so Frederick Gunn will clear.
Some good pressure, some good initial pressure coming from that Millbrook offense to start the period. They've had a few shots, gotten some rebounds, and they've really had some good offensive zone time, so they got to keep that up.
Oh, and Murphy pots it, short side, she goes upstairs, short side on Eschweiler, making 4-2.
That was a nice shot. That was a really impressive shot. Top corner, Kaylee Murphy with her second of the season gives Millbrook that 2-goal cushion, and really shows the energy that Millbrook has built and brought into this third period.
Pretty unassuming area. You don't see a lot of goals from there. Takes a really pinpoint accurate shot to put it upstairs, and we know Kaylee Murphy has that. Looking to break out was Stever, a little too far for Morris. Schifano able to keep in for Frederick Gunn momentarily, moving Tina D. Millbrook up ice now. Murphy able to get that one somewhat deep from the coaching staff for Millbrook. Fresh legs out there for both teams. Smith looking up ice, not able to complete a pass there as it's pinballing around in central ice. Millbrook on the attack now. Stever stepping up in that offensive attack. Going to the corner now. Piper Smith missing her hold up along the wall. Schifano playing it forward for Junkin. Junkin with it now, looking for Flynn. Just past her stick blade and back for Stever. Leary brimming around for Stever. Stever with it now, up ice for Panachuli. Panachuli sidestepping there. Really good move, 2-on-1. She's got Smith with her, opting to shoot. Oh, and the rebound just goes past Smith, as I think it went off the mask of Eschweiler.
Yeah, right off the dome. If you're Lila Panachuli in that situation, you want to be shooting low far pad. I feel like I say this every game, and that's probably because it's my favorite play in hockey, and it's really effective. She went low far pad, that rebound pops out right to Piper Smith. She gets her second of the game and gives Millbrook a 3-goal lead.
Millbrook on the attack here once again. Jazeel pinching down to try and keep the puck and play alive. Jazeel snuffed out there, looking up ice, kept in by Downs as she fires into the slot area. Now puck coming to the wall. 13:55 left in the final period of action. Downs will take a shot from the point. That one goes just wide of Eschweiler. Played up forward. Developing 2-on-1. Jazeel backtracking well. So no 2-on-1 there. Jazeel with some really good stick-to-itiveness on that play. Schwartz held up. Danny Luck with it now. Throwing around on the other side, and Ainley will pick it up. Schwartz, pass a little too far for her. May, not able to complete a clean pass. Puck stays tied up in neutral ice. Neither team able to get an advantage at the moment. May with it, poked by Smith. Smith hard on the forecheck here into the corner. Murphy following up that forecheck, keeping the puck low in the Frederick Gunn zone. Morin pitching down now. We'll keep it in. Just under 13 left to play in the third period. 4-2 Millbrook on a recent tally. Murphy with a nice play, just a chip job, and she gets in the offside zone, finds Morris out in front. Oh, and, excuse me, Smith, and she ripped it wide. Really good opportunity, though.
Yeah, that was a great opportunity and great heads-up play by Kaylee Murphy to make that pass, not take the shot, and give Joe Smith a wide-open goal. Couldn't hit the net, but it was a good bid, and just a testament to Millbrook's third period forecheck and aggressiveness.
Sellinger with it now for Frederick Gunn, walking to the zone, trying to find Schifano. Schifano not able to execute a move. Flynn follow-up shot is taken and frozen by Ainley. Draw will come in the defensive zone for Millbrook.
Yeah, so looking at those notes looking at the things we noted from the beginning of the period, Millbrook's really doing what we wanted them to do very well. This is like the first set of piece of time that Gunn has been in the offensive zone. A lot of it has been spent in their defensive zone.
Oh, and a shot coming with a lot of traffic in front. I don't know if it was blocked by a defenseman on the Millbrook side or a good save by Ainley, but that will come 196 feet for icing.
You come just like 200.
Oh, keep guessing.
47 feet. So I'm going half if it comes from like better than red line.
Danny look with another defensive zone draw win for Millbrook. Stever, Piper Smith beats Stever there. Fired in though and kept in. Up along the wall where we can't see it too well. Daniela comes away with it now, rimming it off. She's bumped there. No penalty call. Shot fired from the top corner of the blue line. Patted away by Ainley and Stever throws it around. Puck now loose out in front of the Millbrook bench. Shot taken from the top of the circle. Puck's loose out in front, cleared away. Frederick Gunn still in the attack. Kuzo dumping it deep now.
Close one there, but Morgan Ainley didn't quite pick that puck up in her glove. Good by the Millbrook defense. I think it was Jalen Stever to get that out.
Yeah, don't want to give up a soft goal like that at a time like this. Puck frozen up along the wall. Now coming loose. May with it looking for a centering pass. Broken up by Stever. And Stever using her speed to go the other way into the offensive zone. Dumping it around. She's held up there. No penalty call as Shapey wanted an interference call. Smith able to keep it in and fire it right back down low. Panachuli will hover off for a change. Schwartz trying to work there to make something happen. Puck not able to be kept in, and Downs will reset. Downs walking across the red line, throwing it up off the boards, sent back straight the other way by Kuzo. Jill Smith with it. Kuzo in there tying her up. Downs coming away with it. She's able to get it into the Frederick Gunn zone. And Frederick Gunn dumps it straight back the other way, down for an icing call. Just over 10 minutes left to play. 4-2 Millbrook. We always hear that 2-goal lead is the most dangerous lead in hockey.
Yeah, we do.
Why is that?
It is because either the offensive team can get one more, and in a situation like this, makes it really difficult for that team that is down to come back and make that push. But also, if it's also kind of like a big enough cushion where that if Frederick Gunn gets one, Millbrook kind of has to worry. After they feel complacent, then they start worrying, and Frederick Gunn has momentum, and then ends up putting Millbrook on their heels and gets more opportunities.
So Millbrook's got to be careful here. These next couple minutes will probably decide the game. Changes deal with a really nice move up the wall. Whistled down. Looks like we're going to see too many men is what the referee was signaling. The officials will talk this one out here. I'm not quite sure what the whistle was for.
I think it was too many men.
That's what I thought the signal was.
I saw one of them counting.
Yeah.
It could be because the change wasn't completed, but new people were playing the puck.
Gotcha. So Millbrook's got 5 out there. So does Frederick Gunn. Draw seems to be just outside the blue line. I'm not sure why we were whistled down here then. No penalty here. So we'll continue to play 5-on-5 hockey. I'm not quite sure why we stopped, but it doesn't matter now. Schifano able to win the draw for Frederick Gunn. So playing it forward now. But that's cut off by Danny Luck. Danny Luck for Morris up through central ice. Morris for Murphy. Murphy dancing around there with some nice hands. Murphy looking for space. She'll take a shot. Good save by Eschweiler. Rebound goes to the corner board. Morris with it now, chipping low again. A little too hot to handle for Danny Luck. and Frederick Gunn will try and come away with it. Murphy will block that one, but it ends up trickling out, and here comes Flynn for Frederick Gunn, getting around Morin, but taken to the outside by Daniela. Follow-up shot coming loose in front. Puck never made it to the goal, as was blocked by some good sticks and skates from the Millbrook defense. Daniela with it now. Breaking out for Morris. Morris just chipping out to central ice. Morris blocking that up there. Into the offensive zone onside. Loses control of the puck though. To Merrill. Schifano with it. Finding Flynn. Flynn still with it. Flynn inside the blue line. Holding up, taking a shot. That goes to the pad of Ainley, who pushes it across to clear that one away from the crease.
But another close call there. Ainley giving up a rebound. But again, Jalen Stever, good work to clear it out.
All alone in front, Flynn rips a shot off the backhand. Good blocker save by Ainley.
And Millbrook and Morgan Ainley are really going to have to watch those rebounds and make sure they aren't giving Frederick Gunn anything easy.
Panicciulli out through the slot. She makes a nice move through the legs. Panicciulli off to the races. She's got Smith on the outside as she goes flying and will end up all the way in the net. Piper Smith backtracking, not able to quite beat out Natalie May. May with it into the offensive zone. Nice stick work there, looking far. Pass just a little behind though. May with it. Puck down low, sharp angle shot, gobbled up and throws it in for a stop and play.
Yeah, couple close calls on each side. Panicciulli making some nice moves to get herself an opportunity. And then another shot down here from a dangerous area for Frederick Gunn, with both goalies staying strong, keeping the score where it is.
Just under 8 minutes left to play, still 4-2 the score. Millbrook with the only tally this period to extend their lead to a 2-goal lead. Danny Luck with it now, messed up on the dropper pass. Downs able to hold the line for now, not able to do it on the second clearance attempt. Schwartz for Jazeel. Jazeel looking up ice. She opts for the boards play. Along the wall, Ainley sticking forward. Jazeel poking as well. Schwartz comes away with it, but just too many men for her to deal with. Downs able to keep the red line, dump it back towards the blue line. Schifano coming away with it. Still held up in neutral ice. Schwartz with it now. Schwartz with good puck protection until she was pushed down. Smith in on the forecheck. Frederick Gunn looking to come the other way. They'll hit it off the boards. Schifano with it. Onside play. Schifano stripped away by Downs. And Schwartz with it. Schwartz looking for a pass for Murphy. She'll have to play the bank pass instead. Excuse me. Murphy dancing around as she was taken out of the play in front of the Frederick Gunn bench. Danny Luck with it now, snubbed off along the boards by Merrill. Merrill trying to stick it up. Morin holding the line. Morin with it. Shot goes wide of the net. Morris able to come around and pick it up. Trying to play it across the blue line, but that was ripped off. And Frederick Gunn's got to get a change in here. Through the blue line now. Sellinger with it for Frederick Gunn, taking a shot right to the chest of Ainley. Morgan Ainley been squaring up the pucks really well so far today, I think.
Yeah, she knows her angles really well and really cuts down the shooter angle as much as possible. And it makes her a difficult opponent. We played JV hockey with her back when we were a freshman. And she is hard to score on. Was back then, still is now.
Yeah.
Another thing I wanted to note is Millbrook's losing some of that momentum. Frederick Gunn has had more offensive time. They've had more opportunities, and Millbrook's been getting shut down pretty quickly in the neutral zone and on the offensive blue line.
Jill Smith able to dump that one off the board. Jill Smith in front. Her bid goes just wide, but good chemistry between Piper and Jill Smiths on that quick play. Stever with it. Opts to go the other way, looking for Leary. Leary too hot to handle for her as she gets ripped off there. Leary up on the wall, trying to scrum for it and protect the puck. Comes up the wall. Panicciulli not able to get to it first. Shot coming from the point, hits the skates out in front and goes to the corner. Seaver working from the corner. Panachuli with it now. Panachuli picks her head up, makes a nice pass forward to Piper Smith. Piper Smith into the offensive zone. Her shot was blocked. Callie Leary on the follow-up will get it deep. Piper Smith with it once again. Leave it below the goal line for Panachuli. Panachuli's got a stick tied up under her arm. Panachuli held up along the wall. Natalie May coming with a full head of steam for Frederick Gunn. Kept to the outside by JC Downs. Danny Luck in there to try and keep it. Kuzo not able to make a clean pass. Panachuli rips it off. Panachuli will just dump that one deep right to Elshner, or Eschweiler, excuse me.
Millbrook finally getting their changes down. So a good dump and change there. And they haven't had the same problems they have in the last couple periods on the change.
Frederick Gunn in on the attack. Kuzo with it, protecting that puck as long as she could from Jill Smith. But some help from JC Downs will help out Jill Smith. Schwartz with it now, trying to find a pass through central ice. Jill Smith with a nice cut there, and Smith and Ainley coming 2-on-2 the other way. Smith in, taking a shot, glove down by Eschweiler, no rebound.
As we just saw there, Jill Smith is like the ultimate two-way forward. She broke up two plays, one in the offensive zone, one in the neutral zone, and then had a play of her own in the offensive zone.
3.5 and change left in this final period of action between Frederick Gunn and Millbrook. 4-2 still the score. Defensive zone draw won by Frederick Gunn, but good pressure by Daniluk and Morris and company to keep the puck in the zone currently. Merrill now comes away with the loose puck. Merrill skating herself through neutral ice, gains the Millbrook blue line, gets all the way down. Dogged there by Morin and Daniluk in conjunction with each other. Flynn coming away with it. Puck is loose out in front of the net, but it looked like it was covered by Ainley on that far side where we can't see it.
There's been a few scrambles this period in front of that Millbrook net. Doesn't seem like the eye of the puck on the defensemen have really been there, and Gunn's really been able to make some things happen.
So Frederick Gunn will call timeout here with a little over 3 minutes left to play. You start to think about pulling the goalie when there's 3 minutes left, you're down by 2.
Yeah, I think in the NHL, they usually pull it a minute more than however many goals you're down, to an extent. So, yeah, this is about time you pull your goalie. If you can get 2 goals quick, then that still gives you time to play 5-on-5, try and get another. Or even if you get 1, you've got more time to get your second with that extra man. So we'll see what the Frederick Gunn coaching staff chooses to go with here. But if I was them, I'd try and get a pull, or have the goalie out pretty far, try and win that face-off. If the face-off's won, pull the goalie.
So we'll see what they go with. It looks like they're going to go immediately to 6 skaters, as Eschweiler will take a seat on the bench. Natalie May will come out as the 6th personnel for Gunn. And Millbrook's going to go defensive here, just with their top line in Daniluk, Morris, Murphy, and then they'll go Jazeel and Downs. Schifano not able to win the draw for Gunn, but they do take over possession. Shot taken from the point, sticked away by Ainley. Jazeel working in the corner, trying to get that one clear. Shot taken from the point there by Merrill. That one sails wide. Morris first to the puck, able to chip it clear, just past the blue line. Danny Look on the hard forecheck here. Over to Flynn now for Frederick Gunn. There was tap play by Schifano. Flynn with it. Ripped off at the blue line on a good defensive play by Murphy. Puck still loose, whistled down offside.
This is some good defense by Millbrook, able to get the zone, reset defensively, and then now get a whistle, get some fresh legs on the ice. The fresh legs are going to be key, making sure you've got your stamina, your energy out there when you're man down.
So Millbrook's going to short up the defensive bench here, change up the pairings a little bit. They'll go Morin with Stever. as the puck ends up below the dots for Frederick Gunn. Piper Smith, hard forecheck, coming in down below the goal line. Puck just trickles away from her, not able to get a wrap attempt, but she'll waste some more time as Frederick Gunn will have to reset. Salinger up the wall, and the puck comes to Morin in central ice, right to her stick. She'll fire it down. That was blocked, and called icing. I'm not so sure why, but looked like it hit the hand of the Frederick Gunn defense.
Yeah, I thought there was a deflection on that play. I guess not, but good, smart play by Piper Smith earlier on to take that puck down behind the goal, not try and force a goal, and just kind of waste more time. Got that clock ticking, take time off the clock, and make it harder for Frederick Gunn to get back in this game.
Knuckle puck goes wide of Ainley. Smith not able to get it out on the glass. It gets tied up now. 5-man scrum in there. Gunn will come away with it. Gunn looking to make something happen in the offensive zone as time winds down, just 2 minutes left. Schifano below the goal line, puck trickling out towards the front. Panicciulli able to get to it first, out to neutral ice. Panicciulli racing for it, ball's down to one knee, not able to get there first. And Frederick Gunn will press the attack right back the other way. Flynn with it. Flynn, the tall forward. Shot blocked there by Morin right off the shin pad. Morin sticking for it. 3 Frederick Gunn forwards in there to try and help out. Stever will wrap around back. Pinched off along the wall, so she'll have to reset the other way. Morin up the wall, poking for it. Keeping the attack alive is Flynn, but she dumps it down to Morin. Morin will go up off the boards and into neutral ice. Really smart play there.
Yeah, another good play by Emily Morin. She's made good play after good play tonight. Just get that puck into the neutral zone. You don't have to wing it all the way down the ice. You're not trying to get in the ice and you get stuck out there even longer.
Some nice stick work there by Frederick Gunn, but better defense by Millbrook so far. Shot coming, trickling wide cross crease. Morgan Ainley, Lily Ainley to play it from the corner. Ainley will fire it up towards Schwartz. Schwartz looking to get by, and she gets free on the breakaway. She'll skate it all the way down, put it in the back of the net. Make it 5-2. That should take care of it here for us in Millbrook, New York. 49 seconds just left on the clock. Good team effort by Millbrook there.
Sophie Schwartz with her first of the season. Got the breakaway with the empty net. That's a gimme. Good play, and really sealing the deal for Millbrook with less than a minute left to play in this game.
Much better third period than we saw in the second period.
Yeah, definitely a much better period. And something I have realized after watching a few of these Millbrook games is that they are a good third period team. They stick with it, they play hard, and they don't give up. They battle, which is important.
Downs throwing it towards the front of the net, and glove down there by Eschweiler. So Millbrook continuing with the pressure even when, they could be sitting back. This game's in their back pocket, but they continue to work hard always.
Yeah, who doesn't want a goal or another goal?
Yeah. Lucy Statinius in there to play it for Millbrook. She's tied up along the wall. Merrill coming away with it. Smith in there to help out for Millbrook. Frederick Gunn still hemmed in their own zone. Murphy working down, but she loses the puck. Here comes Frederick Gunn back the other way. Jill Smith, good back check. Jazeel with it, just dumping it up the wall. Statinius, keep it going for Millbrook. Murphy with it now past the red line. 10 seconds left on the clock. Salinger back. Piper Smith to apply some pressure against her. Just 3 seconds. Murphy holding, looking in front. Nobody home, and that will take care of it. The Ed Allen Cup stays in Millbrook, New York. Good team win.
Yeah, they win the Ed Allen Cup and also keep this win streak going. They've got 4 straight wins against good teams, and Frederick Gunn, a good team, well-fought battle. But Millbrook continuing the wonderful hockey they're playing. They've had a few hiccups in the second period and a couple other periods along the way. But they're definitely playing well, definitely doing great things, and making the school proud.
So good job by the Millbrook Mustangs, topping Frederick Gunn 5-2 on a Wednesday in the Bonnecue. That's all for us. I'm Charlie Kay, as always joined by JD Whiting. Thank you so much.